Today, I'm going to teach you a valuable lesson about how to do stand-up comedy when everything sucks and you don't want to do stand-up comedy anymore. My name is Jack Freeman. I'm a stand-up comedian based in New York City that you've never heard of, and I'm an expert in keeping on doing stand-up comedy when everything sucks and you want to quit. If you're watching this, you're probably a stand-up comedian or someone who's done stand-up for at least a few months. You probably have done a few open mics here and there, and you've come to realize that, yeah, you can do pretty well sometimes, but a lot of the times stand-up comedy kind of sucks. So I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice about how to stay in comedy despite everyone and everything being against you being in comedy. Number 1, the most important thing you need to remember about stand-up comedy is that no one wants you to do stand-up comedy. Your friends don't want you to do stand-up. Your family doesn't want you to do stand-up. Your significant partner definitely does not want you to do stand-up comedy. Guess what? The industry doesn't want you to do stand-up comedy. There are too many comedians already. The only person who wants you to do stand-up comedy is you, and that's okay. So it should be kind of encouraging that no one wants you to do stand-up comedy because you can do it by yourself. No one cares. Fuck them. But that leads me to my second point. Number 2, make stand-up comedy about you. One of the best ways for you to keep doing comedy is to only do comedy that you like. Only do jokes that you like. Only do bits that you like. Only come up with ideas that you find interesting. Only write material that actually makes you physically laugh. I guarantee it. If you do comedy that you think other people will like, if you think your peers will like, you think bookers, producers will like, if you think the industry gives a shit about what you're doing, you're going to be pretty miserable. Listen to the audience and listen to the things that you find funny, and you can't go wrong. And above all, do not change for bookers. That leads me to my third point. You got to have friends. Comedy is a lonely business. At the end of the day, you are the only person on stage. You're standing up in front of dozens or hundreds of people who have never heard of you before, who will likely never see you again, and statistically will not like what you have to say. The folks who will get you through this are other comedians and friends who believe in you, people who will carry you when you can't carry yourself. And sure, comedians are mostly degenerates and criminals, but hey, they're your degenerates and criminals. When you go to open mics, try to stay off of your phone as much as possible. Try to talk to other comedians as much as possible. Go to shows that you are not on and hang with other comedians. And importantly, hang with comedians outside of comedy as much as possible. Go see sports together. Go drink together. Go party together. Go to the beach. Go to the mountains. Go to McDonald's together. Go buy drugs together. Go to the hospital together. Go try on bathing suits in front of each other. Be friends with comedians as much as possible because from now on, those are your people. They're the only people in the world who will understand how hard it is to do comedy. And I guarantee it, if you have a strong community of comedians who like and respect you, it's going to be a lot harder to walk away. I just realized that I'm telling you this because I'm not good at any of these tips myself. These are as much of a reminder for me as they are for you. And I hope that you stick with it long enough to find some success in comedy, or at least die in an interesting way, so our Facebook posts about you are kind of fun. Peace. Be well.